Picture this: Meghan Markle lounging in her luxurious Montecito estate, the morning sun flooding in through wide windows, the perfect postcard life. Birds singing, calm air, everything serene, until suddenly her phone lights up nonstop. And this time it isn't fan mail or brand deals. Social media is in chaos, whispers spreading like wildfire. And the name at the center? Jessica Mulroney. Yes, the very same Jessica who once was Meghan's shadow, her ride or die, keeper of every whispered secret. But here's the shocker. Jessica isn't dropping petty shade. She's unleashing an entire tell-all, a memoir. And not the kind drenched in nostalgia or sisterhood. This one is said to be packed with screenshots, dirt, and revelations that make Meghan's Oprah confessions look like soft bedtime stories. Because Jessica wasn't just another best friend. She was on the front lines of Meghan's life. Wedding prep? She handled it. Royal meltdowns? Midnight calls? Career shifts and palace drama? Jessica was in the trenches. She didn't just witness Meghan's story, she lived it. And now, every single guarded secret Meghan thought was safe might be weaponized. The manuscript, allegedly titled "Behind the Veil: My Story of Meghan and Me," is being described by insiders as a ticking bomb. Voice notes, call summaries, unfiltered texts, the kind of hard evidence even the most polished PR strategy can't spin away. And the whispers? They're brutal. Brutal enough to crack the carefully built image Meghan has spent years curating. Take the Netflix deal, for example. The public narrative was simple. Cut off financially by the palace, Meghan and Harry fought to survive, then landed a life-changing Netflix contract. But Jessica's version suggests a different reality, that Meghan had been planning months in advance, scripting palace drama into binge-worthy episodes. Not reaction, strategy. According to leaks, Meghan allegedly chose which battles to prolong, which allies to discard, all choreographed for maximum spotlight. Every feud, every headline, engineered for impact. And Jessica doesn't stop there. The memoir reportedly claims Meghan wasn't just cheering Harry on for spare, she was architecting it. Behind closed doors, late-night brainstorms, rehearsing the sharpest gut punches, everything from how Harry should frame his pain over Diana to which royals should take the hardest hits. If Jessica's receipts prove true, Harry's image as the lone truth-teller collapses. He looks less like the author of his story, and more like a pen guided by Meghan's hand. A puppet with Meghan pulling the strings. That's why Meghan is allegedly terrified. Because if this book is even half what leaks suggest, it's not simply a friend's betrayal, it's the potential implosion of the entire Sussex empire. And the darkest detail? Jessica reportedly exposes Meghan's so-called revenge list. Not random rants after bad dinners, an actual archive. Every slight, every insult, every critic allegedly cataloged into digital files. Emails, text logs, even voice notes saved like ammunition. According to the leaks, this wasn't venting, it was strategy. How to leak, when to leak, what to say in interviews, even how to play the victim while publicly dismantling rivals. A chess game, move by move. Jessica allegedly recalls Meghan rehearsing lines, staging vulnerable moments, even storyboarding Netflix beats that would cut deepest against certain royals. To the public, it looked raw and emotional. Behind the curtain, it may have been production. And it doesn't end there. Reports claim Meghan secretly recorded conversations with royals and palace staff, sometimes baiting them into controversial remarks, then tucking the audio away for future leverage. Innocent chats weaponized into long-term insurance. That's not survival, that's total control. And then came the fracture of their friendship. Remember the 2020 scandal with Jessica and influencer Sasha Exeter? Meghan stayed silent, portraying neutrality. But Jessica's alleged memoir says otherwise. She begged Meghan for help. Calls, texts, even handwritten notes pleading for support. Meghan, silent. No defense, no lifeline. Worse still, Jessica alleges Meghan saw the controversy as convenient. A chance to shed a liability who knew too much. In her words, Meghan let her burn. Publicly absent, privately sympathetic in texts, but ultimately abandoning her when the backlash surged. Betrayal doesn't cover it. It reads as calculated survival. And the internet noticed. As whispers of Jessica's leaks began circulating, Meghan's old Instagram posts with her bestie vanished, birthday posts, vacation photos, tributes, deleted in bulk. Instead of quelling rumors, the purge fueled them. Why erase a history if there's nothing to hide? Even Meghan's own lawyers, insiders say, advised against it. But the deletions happened anyway. Too late now, because Jessica isn't threatening. She's allegedly publishing. Insiders describe Behind the Veil not as gossip, but as a thriller rooted in cold receipts, names, dates, messages, recordings. Jessica writes that Meghan didn't stumble into her life. She picked her. Why? Connections, media clout, fashion ties, elite circles in Canada and the US. Jessica was an asset. But over time, friendship blurred into control. Once usefulness faded, the cutoff was swift. And among the alleged receipts? Meghan mocking royal traditions in private, framing her wedding as a stage performance for optics, not romance. The fairy tale millions adored may have been just another brand move. And Jessica's account goes further, into Meghan's pre-Harry life. Far from the innocent, struggling actress, Meghan allegedly strategized every relationship, networked like her career depended on it, and curated Instagram with surgical precision. Fame wasn't a dream, Jessica claims. It was a currency. Relationships weren't about love or loyalty. They were rungs on a ladder. The scariest part? Jessica's proof isn't whispers. It's time-stamped. Texts where Meghan plots spin, emails about leaks, even notes on Netflix meetings, receipts, and not even her philanthropic image is safe. Jessica alleges Meghan's causes weren't always passion-driven, but PR goldmines, safe, visible issues aligning perfectly with her brand. Optics over impact, 5 steps ahead, always calculating. Now the million-dollar question. When the book drops, what happens? Insiders whisper of chaos, contracts reevaluated, brands cutting ties, Hollywood collaborations on ice. Streaming platforms and publishers wary of scandal. And the biggest casualty? Prince Harry. If Jessica's leaks prove Meghan was scripting his truth, Harry risks looking less like a brave prince and more like a pawn. Every royal rift, Oprah interview, Netflix documentary, reframed as Meghan's orchestration. For Meghan, that's catastrophic. Because her biggest threat isn't palace insiders anymore, it's the ex-best friend who lived inside the walls, heard every secret, and, if rumors are true, kept every receipt.